Schizophrenia says the government hasn't repped the people in decades or ever really. Then, well, you've got to vote better. Vote harder next time. You need to vote harder next time. But for real though, we cannot absolve as American citizens. We cannot absolve ourselves completely of the guilt when it comes to the actions of our elected representatives. Because hey, guess who elected them? We did, right? Like, we cannot blame the people that we voted for what happens when we vote for them, right? There are so many incumbents that just need to be removed from office. And I'm not talking violence. I'm talking about voting for somebody else next time during the nomination process. But we keep on voting for the same people over and over again because of the jerseys that we wear, right? Because we're on team red or team blue. We just decided to vote for the red team because we're Republicans. Or the people who are Democrats are like, oh, we're going to vote blue because we're on the blue team. Meanwhile, the people are going out there, going onto the field, be like, yeah, woo, and then scoring own goals. Like, what? These people are not doing what you want them to do. Stop voting for them. Right? Like, if you're going to complain about the government, at least vote differently. Don't vote in Donald Trump and be like, oh man, it sucks what Donald Trump did to this country. Don't vote for him next time then. Right? Or at the very least, when it's time for re-election, be like, I'm not going to get fooled again. I'm not voting for this dude again. Like, I'm not voting for whoever it is, whether it's like Nancy Pelosi or Ron DeSantis. I'm not voting for these people again. Like, that's the way that it should be. Not, I'll just roll over and vote for the nominee. I'll vote for whoever the media tells me is most likely to win. No. That's why when we're watching these GOP debates, I'm like, okay, Vivek Ramaswamy, that's my guy. And people tell me, Vivek Ramaswamy can't win. Like, half of the reason why people think Vivek Ramaswamy can't win is because they spend too much time looking at the mainstream media and not enough time talking to their fellow citizens and looking at what their fellow citizens are actually posting on social media as far as who they support. Right? After the GOP debate, the number one trending person from the first debate, was Vivek Ramaswamy. It wasn't Mike Pence. It wasn't Nikki Haley. It wasn't Tim Scott. It wasn't Donald Trump. It was Vivek Ramaswamy. So there are people who will look at the media and be like, oh, everyone likes Nikki Haley, so I guess I'll vote for her if Donald Trump keels over. But they assume that just because the media is saying that the person is popular, that means the person is popular. It doesn't necessarily. You could have the majority of people at home watching the debate being like, I think Vivek Ramaswamy was the best person on that stage. And then they watch Fox News and they watch Fox News and be like, oh, well, I don't know, Ron DeSantis, I don't know, Nikki Haley, I don't know, Mike Pence. And now all of a sudden you're like, well, maybe I should just vote for one of the other people then, because I'm going to be the only guy voting for Vivek Ramaswamy. Vivek Ramaswamy doesn't have a shot. Like, I absolutely wish that more people would vote based on who they thought was the best candidate rather than who they thought everybody else was going to vote for, so they could be part of the winning team. Yay, woo. Ain't nobody watch March Madness like that. Ain't nobody watch March Madness being like, okay, who is the number one seed? I'm going to root for them. No, you watch each game and root for the underdog. And no, politics is not sports. But I think it's a bit silly to try to just all of a sudden go with this mob mentality based on what the media says when it's not election season, we're all like, oh, we hate the media. Oh, we don't trust the media. But now when it comes time to vote, we look to the media to ask them who we should vote for. Like, what? Like, yo, what kind of drugs are we on as American citizens? What are we talking about? What are we doing? This is crazy. Seriously, though, I do have qualms with how most Americans vote in elections. Schizo Radio says, my dude, you're giving people way too much credit. It's only like 3 or 4% that are actually making decisions for themselves. Well, you know what? It's time to pull for Sneeko. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! And stop voting for just whoever Fox News and CNN tells you to vote for. Watch the debates. Figure out which candidate you like the best and vote for them. And then go talk to your friends and convince them to do the same. American Stone said, I would not be surprised if the establishment would be trying to clean out challengers like Ramaswamy to protect their corruption practices. Oh, yes, absolutely. We just saw a few days after the first GOP debate that people were accusing Ramaswamy of, being in league with George Soros because he took a scholarship one time when he was in college. Like, this stuff happens all the time. Mainstream media, social media, major political parties, people like pulling strings to try to manipulate the elections. Now, I don't think that this usually happens on the Republican side as much as it happens on the Democrat side, but I'm pretty sure it's going to happen on the Republican side as well.